What's up with y'all? Vergil Ortiz had this to say about Jake Paul. I understand what he's saying, but from a boxing fan, I would have to say Vergil Ortiz needs to steal or try to be like Jake Paul from a marketing perspective. Um, One thing Jake Paul's good at doing is hyping things up and kind of making fights that are kind of interesting that make you kind of go, well, I kind of want to see that. I think boxing, I haven't seen Vergil Ortiz fight someone that kind of got me up to like, right? I'm him versus Boots, him versus Terrence Crawford, him versus Keith Thurman, him versus I'm just going to throw someone else out there. Obviously, different weight class. Lara, the 160 champ. Like, I just feel like the boxing world sometimes doesn't give you the fights that you want to see. And okay, everything Jake Paul's doing, sometimes the fight doesn't deliver, but he's promoting it and making it interesting. I don't know why the boxing world won't kind of steal this and make the fights we want to see. It's taking too long. I think, Terrence Crawford is going to go out there and fight Canelo. That's interesting. That's something I like. Even though he's moved up 2 weight classes, at least we get something. But we still haven't seen a fight I think most people want to see. That's Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez, right? Why can't we see that fight? Or David Benavidez versus Bivol, right? When Jake Paul announces all this, we get to see all the stuff that we want to see. And that's going to be entertainment. Like another thing too, Tank versus Shakur. Haven't seen that fight. Why can't we see it? Ryan Garcia versus Lopez. Haven't seen it, right? Rolly, like fighters like Rolly, like if you look at who Rolly has fought, I mean, he's putting himself in a good position and call me crazy, but he's building a Hall of Fame career. 2-time champ, 2 different divisions. He has a list of fighter. He fought a Pitbull. He fought Ryan Garcia. He fought Tank. Like he's getting in there, he's making these fights happen. I think some of these guys need to just make the fights happen. Why is it now we'll finally get the Deontay Wilder versus Joshua fight? That should have been happening 5 years ago. Now we kind of see them, they both kind of almost done. No disrespect to those 2 heavyweight champs, but I'm just keeping it real, right? So one thing Jake Paul's doing is giving fights that, the fans kind of are intrigued by, right? Him versus Mike Tyson. Is he too old? What's going on? Let's see it. Haven't seen Mike Tyson in years. Oh, he's looking good on the mitt work. Boom, right? Ooh, Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson's buff hooper, but can he box? Right? Ooh, Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar. Like, is bringing something. Vergil Ortiz has not brought any type of entertainment that I want to see. I want to see him in Boots. Is that going to get done? Right? Like, you have all this stuff you're saying. Yeah, you might, you know what? Let's just go ahead and say Jake Paul is not a real boxer. Well, guess what? He's going to find out now because he's going to be top 10, I think, at light heavyweight division. Or, yeah, I believe light heavyweight. So he's going to be could fight Badu Jack. And he's calling out names. Like, Jake Paul calling out names. It's like, Vergil Ortiz, come on, call out Boots, come on, let's go. Charlo, come on. Like, we have fights out there. 154, we have fights that can be made. Tim Tszyu, like, get these fights that we want, man. And if not, then sit back and enjoy what Jake Paul's doing because at least he's giving us fights that we want to see and little entertaining. It might not deliver, but it's going to be entertaining. So that's what all I'm got to say, man. Boxing fans, let me know how y'all feel about that.